Hello, Year 3, it's Mrs. Masuku here, and we are on to lesson 21 of our line of inquiry, and we're doing today the first part of our challenge. We've got 3 parts, 3 lessons that are going towards our challenge, and today we're on to part 1, and I'm going to share my screen with you because I've prepared a PowerPoint that's going to help us with the challenge. So we know our inquiry question has been, how can we find out about people in the past? And most of the time we've been historians, haven't we? And by looking into history, looking into the past, and here are a few ways that we've been learning about that we can find out about people in the past. So we can look at photographs, we can look at pictures and paintings, we can look at objects and artifacts. We can read or listen to stories. We can read diary entries. We can look at old maps. We can visit graveyards. We can look at the census. We can research online, or we can go to libraries or look in archives. We can look at old buildings. We can look at buildings that are around us in our community. We can visit museums. We can listen to old music. We can watch old TV programs or old films. We can ask people about life before we were born. So there are loads of different ways, and there are even more ways than I've written there on the screen. So you might be able to even think about more ways that we can find out about people in the past. So we're moving on to our challenge, and our challenge is to make a personal history box, also known as like a time capsule. Okay, and your challenge this week is to make your own personal history box, and we're going to be creating some things in this lesson to go in the box, some things tomorrow and some things in lesson 23. Okay, so we've got 3 different sessions, like I said, all making things that are going to go inside your box. So the first thing you need is a box. So it might be a shoe box or a cereal box or any medium-sized box, but if you don't have a box, that's okay, don't worry, you might want to use a bag. And then also when you've got it, you're going to decorate it, okay? So you can decorate it however you like. Now, if you don't have a box, if you're coming to the end of your cereal and you think, oh, we probably might finish our cereal in the next few days, don't worry, you can gather the things and then put them in the box afterwards. So here we are, there's me with my box. So I've put a little label on it, so you might want to decorate it. And mine says Mrs. Masuku's history box. You might want to call it a time capsule or personal history box, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating some things from how you are now as a 7 or 8-year-old. And if they go in this box, and then we're going to think about, oh, what would it be like if you opened this in 20 years' time? You'd learn all about your period of time right now and what it's like as you are 7 or 8. So today, the thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing a self-portrait using the Elizabethan portrait symbols. So can you remember you had a lesson with Mr. Matthews all about portraits in the Elizabethan times, and what I would like you to do today is you're going to be drawing a picture of yourself, and you're going to be including some of these symbols that you think are important, or symbols that tell others about how you are as a person. Okay, so I've done an example. This is me, this is my drawing of myself, and you can see that I've included some of the different symbols. So I'm going to talk to you about them, and I've labelled them, and you can label them on your picture too, or maybe you don't even need to label them if it's really clear. So let's have a look. We've got a sun there, and we know that a sun means peace, and I think it's really important. That's a really clear message that me as a person, I really care about peace, and I really don't like fighting. And as a teacher, it's really important that I am always promoting and I'm always teaching you as children to be peaceful and to be kind to each other. So you can see that I've actually got peace in 2 different ways. I've done a rainbow dress for myself, showing peace, because rainbows are also one of the symbols that shows peace, and I've got the sunshine. So maybe you want to show peace, that you're a peaceful person that doesn't like fighting. You might want to include those symbols in your self-portrait. Then I've got that special hat on, and I've put that on because I think I'm a bit clever. Well, I think that everyone in our class could be wearing that hat because we're all, everyone in year 3 is clever. And even if you might not feel that you're clever, you are, because you are really all very special. So that's why I've put that hat on. And on my hat, I've done another symbol, and I've done the world symbol, saying ruling the world. I think I'd quite like, I don't know if I really want to rule the world, but I do like exploring and I like going new places. So I've put the world symbol on my hat. So I've done nice big eyes and ears because I can see and hear everything, just like the Queen in the Elizabethan times. She put those symbols there because she was important and could see and hear everything. And you do know that teachers know everything, don't we? We can see and we can hear everything. We've got eyes in the back of our heads, some people say. So that's why I've done really clear big ears and eyes. Now I've got a special scroll in my hand, important business. That's because I'm often doing very important things as a teacher. So I've done that scroll. And you can see there that I have put a little love heart on my boots because I'm a very loving person. I think that's a really important message, that we treat others as we would like to be treated and that we share love and kindness all around the world. And then I've also put some snakes there on my legs. I could imagine that I've got some tights on or some leggings that have got some a snake pattern. And you can see that the snake is a sign of wisdom. Maybe I'm quite wise. So it's your job now to be drawing your self-portrait. There should be, you just need a plain piece of paper, drawing yourself, and make sure you're including some of those symbols. You don't need to use the same ones as me. You might want to include wings and give yourself some, say that you give heavenly advice to people. You might want to include the a necklace or some jewellery there as a sign of youth. I haven't included that one because I'm a bit older than you. But it's up to you however you want to be shown in your, as an 8-year-old or a 7-year-old now, how you think you are and which of those symbols are important to you in your life at the moment. When you've done it, you're going to roll it up and put it in your box. So tomorrow we're going to be adding something else to the box, and the next day. So just keep it safe somewhere. And remember, if you haven't got a box yet, that's okay. Just keep your self-portrait ready so that when you do have a box or a bag to put it in, then you can keep all the things together. And as I've said before, this is part 1 of your challenge. We're going to have part 2 and part 3. So you don't need to take a picture of it yet. You don't need to send it to Mr. Matthews or to me, but we'd like to see them when they're all done at the end, and we'll give you instructions on how to do that then. All right then, so good luck. You need to be, remember, getting a box. You can decorate it however you like, and you are coming up with your own self-portrait for part 1 of your challenge. Good luck, and tune in for lesson 22. Next lesson, where we'll be doing something else for our personal history box or our time capsule. Bye everyone.